Ryan sat at the riverbank before sunrise. His shoulders were tense, eyes tired, heart heavy. Life had been overwhelming lately. He was constantly worrying about his job, his relationships, the expectations of others. He felt as if he was carrying the whole world inside his chest. When the old monk who lived by the river noticed him, he approached gently and said, "Your eyes are loud today." Ryan sighed. "Master, my mind never rests. I'm tired of feeling heavy all the time." The monk picked up a large, smooth stone from the ground and handed it to him. "Hold this," he said. Ryan took the stone, confused. It wasn't heavy at first, but it was big enough to require both hands. The monk nodded toward the riverbank. "Walk with me." At first, Ryan walked easily. He kept talking about all the things he wished were different in his life, his frustration, his anxiety, his constant overthinking. The monk listened without interruption. But as the minutes passed, the stone began to feel heavier in his hands. Ryan adjusted his grip. He switched hands. He held it against his chest. Nothing helped. Finally he said, "Master, this stone is too heavy. My arms are aching." The monk stopped walking and asked softly, "Is the stone getting heavier, or are you simply getting tired of holding it?" Ryan stared at him. He had no answer. The monk motioned for him to sit. "Ryan," he began, "your worries, your guilt, other people's opinions, your fears, they are like this stone." Ryan looked down at the stone in his hands. It felt heavier now than when he picked it up. The monk continued, "Life gives you burdens, yes, but not all are meant to be carried forever. Some things feel heavy, not because they are, but because you refuse to put them down." As the monk spoke, Ryan imagined the mistakes he replayed at night, the people who misunderstood him, the future he couldn't control, the past he couldn't fix. Each one felt like another stone added to his hands. The monk pointed to the flowing water. "This river moves because it does not hold on to anything. Everything that enters it eventually leaves. But you—" He tapped the stone in Ryan's hands. "You collect, you keep, you grip tightly, and then you ask why you feel heavy." Ryan looked at the stone one last time. He asked, "But Master, what if letting go means losing control?" The monk smiled. "My son, control is the heaviest stone of all. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop suffering over things you cannot change." Ryan stood slowly. He walked to the water. With a deep breath, he released the stone. It dropped with a soft splash, sinking out of sight. And in that moment, his shoulders relaxed, his breath deepened, his mind softened. For the first time in a long while, he felt light. The monk spoke one final time. "Remember, Ryan, every day, life will hand you new stones, but you decide which ones stay in your hands and which ones return to the river." Ryan bowed his head. He walked away without the weight he arrived with. He didn't just drop a stone. He dropped the belief that he had to carry every burden life gave him. Peace begins the moment you put down what was never yours to hold.